Welcome to Just Us Thinking. I'm Michael.
And I'm Rebecca.
And what do we got today?
Today we're going to talk about where most people won't go.
Oh, yeah. Where I wanted to go.
Where you wanted to go.
I tried to go.
Yeah.
So, most people don't know that they exist.
I didn't either till we got there.
Yep.
So
we went to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So if you watched our Just Us Thinking show where we talked about public transportation and I think driverless cars.
Mm-hmm. And
Thinking we covered traveling did Vegas.
Yeah.
And then on Tasting we did Tasting Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So that was all last week.
Okay.
This one we're going to talk a little bit more homeless people, but we did encounter this in Vegas.
We did, yeah. And this was I had never heard of this before, honestly.
Okay.
It's something I could see happening, but I really didn't know it was an actual thing.
Right.
So
because we were out there and the look on your face when I said this was crazy.
Yeah.
So we're talking about homeless people and I said there's mole people here.
Yeah.
And you gave me that look like, what the hell are you talking about? So what is a mole person? I'll let you explain it.
So the mole people, so what it basically means is it's a term used for individuals that are live in the tunnels, subway systems, or sewer lines due to homelessness. They're mostly, I think the biggest ones we found were in New York and Vegas. Yep.
So no, we're not talking about some fictional big mole person that is half mole, half human.
Right.
No. That's another show.
So New York's kind of a little bit different because back they have abandoned subway tunnels. So they've kind of turned these into spaces that people could live in.
Did they do that, or did people just take it over? Now the subway system, since some they decommissioned, some were planning that never got done. So the tunnel system underneath New York is crazy
extensive.
Yeah.
I mean, they still rent free, but I mean.
Well, yeah, you're down there, you're living rent free. The personal space is not. I mean, can you imagine?
I don't think I could do that.
Can you imagine? Oh, my Tinder date is no.
Yeah. I think even our house gets a little claustrophobic sometimes.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine living in a subway tunnel.
Yeah. Now, Vegas, they claim about 1,500.
Yeah.
The reports I heard there, anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000 people.
Oh, wow.
And they were telling us they have this whole infrastructure. They have this whole setup down there as far as the mayor of the underground mole people. And, if you don't pay your HOA dues and shit like that. I mean, apparently they have a whole... It's not just you're living down there. There's a structure down there.
Yeah, they have a system going on.
Which is weird. It's just kind of crazy.
And I guess somebody told us that they even have people who work in the casinos that live down there.
Yeah,
they come up, they shower and stuff at the casino before work, and then they go to work, and then they go back down under, I guess.
And so I talked to... I talk to people.
Yeah.
And I ran into this person, and I was curious, so I was trying to find out as much as I could while I was there.
Yeah.
And I talked to the one guy, and he was like, oh yeah, there's a guy that, he actually works here with us. I talk to him all the time. He lives down there. Yeah. He doesn't believe in paying property taxes and some of the taxes that you have to pay to be a contributing member to society.
Well, and that we also talked to a lady whose son goes down there to visit his friends, and then he comes back up.
And they just live there, and they just, It's like, come on over, and it's like, where do you live? In the tunnels downstairs,
Yeah, I don't know, and I'm curious now, too, to see if they're, labeled, or if
do they have, do they have,
do they have sections that, this is for so-and-so, this section is for so-and-so, this section is for... this other
I don't
family?
know.
Like,
how does that work?
Like, do they have turf wars down there? How does... I mean, like, that's my...
I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, I'm like, well, yeah, if you get invited over, it's like, yeah, you go into the tunnel, 3 tunnels down, turn left, 3 tunnels down, turn right.
Yeah.
That's my place. I don't get that because I talked to a police officer there, and I'm like, I would like to see there. And that police officer said, don't go down there. And I was like, well, you got to say that. He goes, no. If you go down there, you will not come out alive.
And I wonder if they can tell the difference between a tourist and a local.
Oh, I bet you they could.
No. Well, yeah.
I'm wearing a Just Us Thinking podcast t-shirt and walking around asking stupid questions about mole people.
But if I'm
a tourist.
If you were in just regular clothes, like jean shorts and a shirt, I mean...
everybody knows a tourist.
Everybody knows their name down under, right?
Oh, jeez.
We're going to go where everybody knows your name.
Now, that was downstairs, too, right?
Mikey, do you know that?
No.
You don't?
Yeah, he's never watched.
I'm supposed to know this?
Yeah, Cheers. He's never seen Cheers. I think that show was off before he was even born.
Yeah.
No.
But it's still like, okay, we'll have to...
You think I know that? No.
Come on. Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to have to like Google it and show you.
Yeah.
At least the opening song.
Things I go through here.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, can you imagine... Well, and they were telling us that, like, down there, like, because those tunnels that they're living in is how, like, Vegas can flood. Because they don't get a lot of rain, but when they do, these tunnels are what gets the water out.
And that's like, somebody said that was the one biggest thing that would kill people down there.
Yeah, they're down there drunk. And now we were also told by someone that it's hard, the cities don't like to admit their homeless problems. Right. And they will always downplay the numbers. Oh, it's not that bad. But it is.
Yeah.
They're always going to lie to you and say, it's not that bad. We don't have that many people. They really do. Homeless is a big problem. Yeah. Now, they were saying that they could go down there, and one person was saying that they would deliver food. Mm-hmm. In Vegas, they would deliver them food and give them drugs because they want them they want them out of the sight of tourists.
Away from tourists, yeah.
They don't want them to bother. So, and I hate to say it, but that sounds like our government.
Yeah. And like, so that's another question I have. Do they have somewhere to come up, shower, or go to the bathroom? Well,
I'm going to gather they could probably hit like a homeless shelter or something like that. I'm sure there's some.
But if you gotta pee really bad, you're not going to run down.
You're in the sewers. You just pee there.
Well, I mean,
it's the sewer.
Right.
Maybe they have like a little bathroom set up down there.
Yeah.
The sewer.
They brought in porta potties for them.
Hey, you never know. They have HOAs.
The only thing I could think of is, like, I don't know, if you had to live down there, that's when I don't want to find some mattress, because I'm going to be down there sleeping, the flood's going to come, I'm going to drown and die.
Yeah.
I would much rather have a air mattress. That way, I wake up and I'm floating down the river or something. Yep. I'm like, okay, I could wake up doing this. That's not so bad. The alternative is I could have died, but yeah. Can you imagine? All of a sudden you're sleeping, the next thing you're whitewater rafting through the tunnels of Vegas.
But see, and that's another thing, like Vegas. I'm sure they have abandoned hotels or something that, like, couldn't they, like, refurbish those somehow? And, like, I mean, there's so many jobs. There's got to be so many jobs there.
There is. The problem.
Why can't the city, like, refurbish one of these hotels and then help people find jobs? Because I'm sure they would be able to find somebody a job.
It's because our system is not set up for that, unfortunately.
Well, someone needs to get on that because it's ridiculous.
That you're asking. Everybody wants to say they're going to do good for their homeless population, and then they don't.
Right.
I want to say, yeah, you're right. I saw plenty of big old hotels that they could say, yeah, you know what? If we dedicate people, instead of spending food and money to clean them up, let's get them into a hotel. Let's get them, no drugs, none of this, and then work to get them off the street. I don't understand why cities don't do that. I don't understand why they can't say, you know what, we have condemned land here. The amount the cities pay to homeless and shelters and money that goes into those programs that end up don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I think that's someone padding their pocket.
Probably.
And if they would just say, you know what, that's designated for this, we're going to build a homeless community where if you're homeless, you come here and you can build, get on your feet, and then move out.
Yeah.
The problem is a lot of these situations are, once you start paying taxes and stuff, you realize that you can't live like on your own.
Yeah.
And the problem is that you'll get right back into that, because once you make so much money, they're like, yeah, see, you're on your own, bye. And it's like such a quick cutoff instead of saying, okay,
like gradual. We're
going to make sure that we're going to get you where you need to go. Don't worry about housing for the next year. We got that covered. And then after that, we're going to move you out to somewhere else, and we're going to supplement your income. So we're going to say we'll pay half of your rent, and then a quarter of your rent, and you wean them off. You can't cut cold turkey.
Right.
It doesn't work with drugs. It doesn't work with alcohol. Why would we think that would work in this homeless situation?
Or the foster system for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the same thing. It gets crazy. So the issue is homeless is a complex issue. And these mole people, they're just trying to survive. They're human, just trying to survive. And I hate to say it, but it's hot there.
Oh yeah.
I think we were there, it was like 105.
Yeah.
It gets hot, and you got to understand. There's a lot of on the Strip. They had a lot of security, police, and I get that. I understand why, because it's
like each hotel had its own like couple security guards.
Yeah, even more than that. But at what point do you say we got to take care of this and we got to control this? They're too busy saying, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And then everybody can go to those areas. We didn't go there. We didn't go to apparently in LA and a couple places, there's a lot of like tent camps up there. We did the tourist stuff there.
In San Diego.
In San Diego and in Temecula area.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we didn't go to the bad part of town.
Right.
We didn't go to some of those places. I knew we were going to do a show on homeless. I guess I kind of took the approach of I didn't really want to go too far down that rabbit hole.
You did at one point.
I did, and then
somebody squashed that.
Yeah, someone squashed it, because I was going to the entrance, and I was like, and it got creepy.
Yeah.
The closer you got, and I'm like, maybe that's not a good idea. I don't think I could shoot my way out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. It's definitely like, now that we're not there, I'm a little bit more like, oh yeah, I would have liked to see that, just to see what it's like. Yeah.
Now,
call me crazy, I don't care, but I mean, I think it would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, I would like to know what they're like. They have a political structure. They have like, do they have the mayor of the mole people?
Or like their committee.
Yeah. And then does one mayor and like, can you have two mayors at like different tunnels?
Yeah.
I'm the mayor of Brooklyn Tunnel, and I'm a mayor of New York Tunnel, and like they're boroughs under there in New York, and like the mayors are like fighting and feuding. Can you imagine like if a civil war broke out under there?
Like, it's just, you get these rabbit holes, and now I'm like, okay, let's go down them. So thank you.
You're welcome. Anything I can do to help that and push that along. I just think that it's an issue that still needs to be addressed. And I have, after this little venture, I have more questions than I had when I started this.
I do too. And that's my problem. Like, I'll go through, like, we went there, we did what we did, but now I'm like, okay, what about this? What about that? What about this? I'm like,
we can always go back and see how it is.
All right, that sounds like a plan.
Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, so you could pay for our next Vegas trip. Hey, I left Vegas with $100,000. I'm happy.
You did, yeah. It was nice.
Yep, I still haven't eaten that candy bar either. So make sure you like, subscribe, follow on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, and then you can watch our videos, right?
Right, yep. Watch us on YouTube, Spotify, and Rumble. So,
yep. So we're all there. We're always making new shows, so we need you guys to comment if you've been in there, or if you've been homeless and you've been in that situation. I wonder
if they have Wi-Fi down there.
If you're homeless, if you're a mole person and you have Wi-Fi, can you please comment? Because we're curious. We have questions. We need answers.
All right. Well, bye, everybody.